Hi there. Today we're going to be doing a Pilates Barre Fusion. So for this practice, you're going to need a band. So if you don't have a band, you can use anything that stretches like this. So some things I've seen that have worked really well are an elastic belt, like a waist belt, to give you some tension. You can tie some yoga pants together. Those have some stretch. You can use that. And then we're also going to use hand weights. So if you don't have weights, you can use water bottles. And food works really well as long as the cans are the same size. So anything like that. But as always, if you don't have props, you don't have to use them. If you do have props, you don't have to use them. Completely up to you. So we're going to get started. Oh, and of course, we're going to need a chair for your bar. So not a wall, but a chair, an actual chair that we can sit in, move around. We're going to be using that as well. So most importantly, that one you cannot substitute. So we're going to start standing in the center of our mat. Chairs to the side, we're not going to use that. At first, we're going to do a little fusion class here. Soles of the feet are going to plant down onto the mat. Arms are going to relax down by your side. Just start standing and come into your breath. Take a nice deep inhale in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Good, big breath in. Let it go. Good, and as you breathe here, I want you to feel the rib cage expand and then knit together. Big breaths. Fill up the lungs completely. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. Good. Add an extension of the arms. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, relax down. Good. Do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, relax the arms down. Nice. Keep breathing slow and deep. Reaching up and down. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Nice. Drop the chin down towards the chest and lift the head up. Down and up, just loosening through the neck. And as you do this, moving, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, really ground through the feet. Press down. Good. Last one. Lift the head up, drop the right ear to the right shoulder, up through center, left ear, left shoulder. Pausing through center, just going side to side. Feet are grounded down into the ground, making a number 11. Good. 2 more. And last one. Go right into a roll down. Tuck the chin, slowly roll it down. Rounding through the spine, come all the way down and then stack your vertebrae. Stand it all the way up nice and tall. Tuck the chin, roll it down, get long. Exhale, stand all the way up. Good. Tuck the chin, round. Just warming up that spine, moving bone by bone. So imagine if you do this, if you were standing up against a wall, you'd be peeling yourself up 1 bone at a time and then stacking yourself up against the wall 1 bone at a time. Go ahead and take 2 more. Bending the knees as much as you need to. Last one. Good, and then slowly come up. Nice, taking some bend into the knees. Big inhale, reach up. And exhale as you come down. Bend the knees, drop the chest down onto the thighs. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend down. Good, up. And down. 2 more, up. And down. Last one, up. And down. Good, relax, stand it all the way up. Roll out those shoulders and just let this feel natural. So if you want to kind of swing here, you can. If you want to take it more controlled, you can. And then go the opposite direction. Just getting some movement in the body. Let this feel good. And then just twist through the spine. So you can bring the hands up. You can keep the arms down, but really twist through the waist. So notice the feet are not moving, the legs aren't moving. It's all happening in the waist, in the torso. Good, let's take 2 more. And last one. Nice. Step it back to the back of the mat. Big inhale, reach the arms up, grow tall. Exhale, dive it forward as if you were swimming into a pool. And then walk it forward in kind of high plank position. Belly button towards the spine, hold it here in high plank for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up, find an elephant stretch or down dog. Reach the heels down and just pedal out the feet. Find some movement here. Dropping one heel, bending the opposite knee. 2 more. And last one. Good. Lower down onto the knees. Take a child's pose, hips to the heels. Bring the forehead down, relax. Take a few deep breaths. Good, one more. Nice, and then lower all the way down onto the belly. Come down onto your stomach. Hands are going to be by the chest, elbows by your side. Tops of the feet are flat onto the mat. Feet are hip width distance apart. Using just the back, peel up and lower it down. Lift up through the back and lower. Up and down. Finding that extension, using just the back muscles. Hands are just there for support, so you can keep them down or float them up, but you should be able to float them up if you try. 2 more. And last one. Good. Press all the way into the hands. Come all the way up into your swan. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And then just circle out the head one way. Circle out the head the other way. Good. Lower it all the way down. Pilates be with the feet. So heels together, toes apart. My toes are pointing out. Hips are externally rotated. Bring your hands out in front of you. Rest your forehead down onto the mat. Keeping that rotation of the hips, lift the legs up and down. Up and down. So you should feel a little bit more engagement on the outside of the thighs through your abductors into the booty. Lifting up and lowering for 4, 3, good, 2 more. And last one. Nice, add the arms. Arms are down by your side, palms down towards the ground. Lift up and down, just warming up the back side of the body. Lift and lower. Up and down. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on this last one. Feet with the heels. Open the heels out wide and tap them together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Press up onto the elbows. Interlace the hands behind you. Pull the shoulders back and scoop your abs in tight. So even though no one can see it, pull your belly button up off the floor. Cores engaged tight. Draw through the collarbones. Kick the right heel in twice. Lengthen the leg long. Left heel in twice and lengthen. And as you do this, I want you to really pull that heel in towards the glute. Squeeze that muscle as much as you can for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax. Come all the way down. Hands by the chest. Tuck the toes under. Press up into a plank. Rock your weight forward and back. So if you want to just hold plank, you can. You can also take any modification of plank down onto the knees, onto the elbows. Holding it static if you need to. Otherwise, you're shifting the weight forward and back for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Take a child's pose, hips to the heels. Big breath in. Let it go. 1 more. Good. Press up to your plank. Abs in nice and tight. Let's warm up those shoulders. So lift your right hand up, tap the left shoulder, and then switch. So again, you can do this down on the elbows if you choose. And what you're doing here is not trying to rock around. So hips are nice and still as much as you can. Just tap from side to side for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down to the knees, hips to the heels. Take a child's pose. Deep breath in. Let it go. 1 more big breath in. And let it go. Good. Shift your weight forward. Find a high plank position. Lift up into an elephant and then right back to plank. Up and down. So as you lift up, really think of lifting the sit bones up. You can drop the heels or keep them lifted, but I want the weight to go over the shoulders and then high. So your weight is evenly distributed in your plank. And then when you come back into your down dog, 80% of the weight is in your feet. You're really shifting it back for 4, for 3, 2, last one. Good. Hold it in your down dog. 3 deep breaths. Good. Lower down onto the knees and turn over to your right. You're on your left side. Come down onto your forearm. Left forearm is going to be flat down onto the ground. Left leg is bent. Pull up out of the shoulder. You're working the oblique. You're not relaxed here. Core is working. Extend the right leg out long and just start with little taps. Right hand can be on the hip. It can be out in front of you. Just tap it up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Externally rotate the hip. Point it up towards the sky. Toe and hip is rotated up. Arm reaches up. Pull the knee in towards the elbow. Reach it long. Good. Stretch and reach. Keep pulling out of the bottom shoulder. Core is engaged, nice and tight. Last 2. And last one. Good. Cross the right leg over the left. Sit all the way up. Hug that knee and take 2 deep breaths. Good. Other side. Come down onto your right forearm. Bend the bottom leg. Left leg is out. Hand can be on the hip or out in front of you. Point through the toe. Lift it up and down. Core is engaged, nice and tight. Belly bent to the spine. Shoulders pulled down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the leg down. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Externally rotate that hip. Open towards the sky. Point through the toe. Arm reaches up. Crunch everything together and reach out long. In and out. Good. Keep the toe pointed. Pulling everything in, working that oblique for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Cross that leg over the bottom leg. Sit all the way up. Hug the knee in. Take 2 deep breaths. Good. Grab your hand weights. You're just going to need 1 to start. Come down onto your left forearm. We're going to find that same position. Left arm down. Right hand is going to have the weight. You're going to reach that arm up. That shoulder's not down. The arm's not in front of you or behind. Pull the shoulder back into the socket. Core is engaged, nice and tight. Bend the left leg. Tap the right leg up and down. That right arm stays still. Good, you've got it for 4, 3, 2, no rest. Externally rotate, reach the arm up, pull everything in. Good. Again, you can always do this without the weight. Just do a second set. Really squeeze that oblique as you pull in for 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax. Sit it all the way up. Cross the right leg over the left. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Other side, come down onto your right arm. Left arm reaches up. Bend the bottom leg. Extend the top leg out. Arm is nice and straight. Core is engaged. Lift that leg up and down. Little taps. You've got it. If you want to make this extra spicy, you could always be holding 2 weights, or if you have ankle weights at home, those are always fun to add to a bar class. Good, go right into that external rotation, reach the arm up, squeeze, and extend. So when we're at home, we have to be creative using whatever props we have. Nice, keep going. You've got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sit it all the way up. Cross that leg. Weight to the side. Deep breath in. And let it go. Let's find a mermaid stretch. Left shin in front. Right shin to the side of the mat. Left hand is down by your side. Right arm reaches up and over. You can drop down onto the elbow. Walk it out. Find what works for you. Take a big breath. And then turn over towards the left. Walk it out. Drop the head down. Good, come all the way up, counter stretch. Reach that left arm up and over. Other side, switch the legs, right shin out in front, left shin back behind you. Right hand down by the side, left arm up and over. You can walk it out, drop down onto the elbow, find what feels good for you. And then turn towards the top of the mat, walk it out, drop the head down, hold it here. And come all the way up, counter stretch. Reach that right arm up and over. Good, you've got it. One more deep breath. Nice, and then come all the way up, stay in your mermaid. Reach your arms out nice and long, out in front of you. You're gonna turn over towards the top of the mat. So I'm gonna turn over my left shoulder. Imagine my feet are anchored down on the ground, just the knees and hips move. Come all the way into my opposite mermaid. I'm just gonna go forward and back. So if you need to use those hands for slight support, you can, but I'd like you to try and get them up. So it's just the hips working. Good, those feet are planted down, you're rotating through the hips. For me, that external rotation feels good. That internal rotation is super juicy and challenging. So you may be the opposite. Kind of just notice what's going on in your body here. There's no right or wrong, but just find that mind-body connection, see what's happening. And come back one more time. And relax. Good. Legs are going to extend out long in front of you. Reach the arms out in front of you. Flex through the feet, tuck the chin, slowly stretch it forward, spine stretch, stack your vertebrae, stand all the way up. Reach it forward, stack your vertebrae, sit up. Good, lengthening and stacking. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And then reach for the toes, drop the head, hold it here, 3 deep breaths. Good, sit it all the way up. Reach your right leg out in front of you, hovering it above the mat, arms out long. Slowly roll it all the way down. Reach the arms back and roll it all the way up. Switch, left leg up. Roll it down, reach the arms back and come up. Switching back and forth. So if you need to keep the feet down and just do a regular roll up, you can. Or if you need to grab onto the leg to walk you down or help pull you up, you can do that as well. Core is engaged, nice and tight. Use those abs, rounding through the spine, nice and controlled. 2 more. Last one. Good, float both legs up. Abs in tight, slowly roll it down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms back long, let the legs come down. Big stretch in opposite directions. Inhale, and let it go. Good. Hands behind the head, curl it up to look at the belly button. Float the right leg up and the left leg out. Reach the left arm to the outside of the right leg. So you're in this twist. Lower the right leg down and up. Down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Left leg up, right leg down. Left hand behind the head. Right arm is going to reach out to that leg and up and down. Squeeze those obliques. You got it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Hug the knees in. Rock it right to left. And then find a twist. Knees goes to the right, gaze goes to the left. If you want to extend those legs out, you can. Taking a big twist. Good, and then other side, legs back up to tabletop. Knees go left, gaze goes right. You can extend those legs out. One more breath. Good. Legs come back to tabletop. Shins are parallel towards the sky. Arms are going to hover above the mat. Curl it up to look at the belly button. Go right into your 100. 5 short inhales. 5 short exhales. Fast, short, audible breath. If you want to make it more challenging, scissor the legs. Right leg up, left leg down. Pointing through the toes. Press your low back down into the mat wherever you are. Good, switch the legs if they're staggered. We're halfway there. Last one. And relax, hug the knees in. Rock it right to left. Good, soles of the feet come flat onto the mat. Grab your weights. So you're going to come with the knees extended up towards the sky. Feet flat. Arms are going to come out in a goalpost position. Elbows are rested down onto the ground. Forearms are lifted. As you bridge up, you're going to extend the arms, lift the hips, and lower down. Up and down. Lift and lower. Really squeeze the glutes as you come up. Good. 3, 2, last one. Hold the arms up, pulse the hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the hips high, pull the arms out, little pulses up towards the sky. Keep pressing down through the feet, squeeze the glutes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Soles of the feet find each other, knees come out wide. And just relax here in a butterfly stretch with the legs. We're going to do a chest press with the arms. Reach the arms up overhead, palms face in, open the arms out, and bring it up. Nice and controlled, down and up. If you want to, you can curl up looking at the belly button. Just make sure that that head is not dropped back. You have a tuck of the chin to protect the neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, relax. Draw the knees back up, set the weights down. You're gonna grab your band. Band is gonna go to the outside of the thighs, and then you'll grab those weights again. So find slight tension into that band. Depending on the resistance of your band, you may need a little bit more, a little bit less. Just make sure that the outside of those thighs are engaged. Again, find that goalpost position, elbows down, forearms are up. You're gonna bridge up, extend the arms up, booty up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Squeeze the booty as you press up. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it up. Extend the right leg up. Try to keep those legs up, or the arms up, excuse me. If you need to bring them down, you can. Pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch, right foot down, left foot up. Pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the legs and lower everything down. Good. Take the feet out nice and wide. Second position. Knees are turned out, toes are turned out, arms come out. You're going to hug a tree as you pulse up and down. Squeeze the booty, keep the turn out of the legs. Depending on your band, you may have to take the legs nice and wide. You may have to leave it a little bit more narrow if you've got a lot of tension. Up and down. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to keep the hips high on this last one. Go right into a tricep. Skull crusher. Drop those weights behind the head and bend the elbows, extending the arms up towards the sky. Again, don't collapse the chin. You should be able to hold a golf ball in between the chin and the chest. You're on the shoulders, not on the neck. For 5, 4, squeeze the booty. 3, 2, and 1. Arms up towards the sky. Bring the knees in and out, in and out, in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower everything down. Nice weights to the side. Grab onto the back of the thighs. Rock yourself all the way up. So we're going to come up to a standing position. And we're going to start, grab your chair, have it at the very end of the mat. So we're gonna not use it quite yet, but we'll need it in a minute. Weights are gonna be to the side. Again, we're not gonna use them yet, but we'll need them in a minute. And we're just gonna start with some squats here. So toes are slightly turned out, knees tracking over the second toe. Feet are about wider than hip width. Bring the hands to the hips or to heart center, whatever you like. Drop down low and come up to squat. Really press into the outside of the band. Keep the chest high as the booty goes down. Good. You've got it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it all the way down, up halfway and down, up halfway and down, up and down. Little pulses, you got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. Good. Lower that band down to the ankles. So it's around the ankles and then find some tension. So again, if that band is really tight and tense, you don't need to step the feet out wide. Mine's on the lighter side, so I'm gonna take my feet a little bit wider. You are gonna do a squat here though. So hands are out in front of you or onto the hips, squat down low. As you stand up, I want you to balance on the left foot, kick the right leg out. And then you'll switch. So again, depending on the tension of your band, you may not be able to move that leg a lot. So I personally did these last week with a really heavy band, and I could barely get the leg up. So this week I decided to go a little bit lighter. So there's no right, no wrong, it's just know what you're doing. And if your band is lighter, you're gonna get more of an abduction. And if it's heavier, you're not going to get quite as far, but it's going to be a little bit harder work to get that small movement. Good, you've got it for 4, 3, your heart rate should be up, mine is. 2, and last one. Good, stand it all the way up. Find your balance on your left foot. Hands are to the hips. If you need help with balance, arms are going to come out to the side. Lift that right leg up and down, little taps. So if you need to use your chair here, you can, but I really want this one to be about balance. We're getting into the chair next. So I want you to try to put all that work in that standing leg. Look at one spot on the floor if you need help with balance. Forward will make it harder, up will make it really hard. 2, and 1, good, switch. Other side. Little lifts up and down. Good, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Good. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Grab a sip of water if you need it. That was really because I needed it. And now we're going to use our chair. So we're going to start facing the chair. The edge of the chair is towards you. We're going to keep the band on the ankles. Balance on that left leg. Point the right toes behind you and then lift the right leg up and down. So we're not gripping onto the chair and we're not leaning forward, dumping onto it. We're just using it as a little bit of support, keeping the hips square forward. So notice that hip isn't rotated open. It's facing forward, lifting that leg up and down. Good, and now I'm going to hinge forward. Back is nice and flat. I'm looking down and do it again. So just changing that angle. Now I get more of a lift with the leg. For 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Right foot down. Keep the chest lifted. Left leg back. Little lifts. So I really am tightening through that glute, through that hamstring. You should feel those muscles contracting. Good, for 4, 3, 2, hinge it forward. Another set. Keep that back flat. So again, I'm not dumping into the chair. I could balance probably if I wanted to. It would make it a lot trickier. But I'm not gripping. The work is in that standing leg. The work is in that working leg, but they're both working. It's a trick. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stand it all the way up. Nice. Go ahead and drop your band for now. Band is going to go to the side. our chair in the center of our mat. I like it on the mat just so it gets more of a grip than on my hardwood floor, but you don't have to be on the mat. It doesn't really matter. Just be mindful if your chair slides around. We're going to sit down. Isn't that nice of me? Right ankle onto the left thigh. Fold it forward. Take a little stretch. Take some deep breaths. Open through that hip. And then switch, sit it up. Left ankle on the right thigh. Fold it forward. Take a stretch. Sit it up, switch, right ankle on the left thigh. Core is engaged, nice and tight. Reach the arms out in front of you. We're gonna, again, work on a little bit of balance. I want you to stand up onto that left leg. Good, and then sit all the way down. Stand up, and sit. Up, and down. So if you don't have a lot of rotation in this hip, and this is hard for you, bring the ankle down onto the shin. No big deal, it's about balancing. 2 more. You can also use that chair. That didn't help me at all, but it may help you pushing up. Good, let's switch, sit down. Left ankle on the right thigh, stand it up. Ooh, and down. See how I adjusted to my foot on the mat? That didn't help, so find what works for you. Look at one spot on the ground that's not moving if you're having trouble. Once you get that stability, then maybe you can look forward. So if you're watching me, that's something that's moving. That's a lot more challenging. Good, 3 more. 2. Last one. And sit it down, uncross the leg. Nice, fold over the chair and grab onto the rungs behind you to just pull you into a fold. Good, sit it all the way up. Chair's gonna go back over to the side. And I'm gonna grab a weight. So standing on my left foot, my right foot is gonna come out to the side externally rotated. Right arm is gonna go out. I'm holding onto my weight. Any point the right arm gets tired, drop the weight. Lift the right leg up and down. So again, left hand is just balancing onto the chair. You don't have to use it. It'll just give you a little bit of stability so you can work that leg a little bit harder. But what I don't want is a death grip. So I'd rather you take these little and balance than grip and lose your form, bringing that leg up nice and high. Good, 2 more. And last one. Nice, bring that leg in front of you and out to the side. Forward and out. So notice that the hip is externally rotated the entire time. Good, and my right arm is starting to burn for 3, for 2. Last one. Good, other side. I'm gonna turn around for time's sake. Normally I wouldn't bring my back to you, but I wanna get through as much as possible. Left leg is turned out, up and down. And this way you can see my form from the back. Hips are turned out, left shoulder is down. I'm balancing on that right foot. Hand is gently rested onto the chair. Good, you've got it. 3, 2, last one, bring that leg forward and out. Forward and out. Nice, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good, and come around, face me. Weight is gonna go to the side. I'm just gonna put it on my chair so I can use it if I need it. Hands gonna come to the hips, Pilates V. Come all the way up high into releve, drop the heels down, up and down. If you wanna bring the hands to the hips, you don't have to use the bar. Notice here that the tailbone is tucked down. So my booty's not out. I'm standing up nice and tall, my belly button's pulled in towards the spine, tummy in tight. And I'm just starting to work those calves. Good, you've got it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, turn around, face the chair. Balance on the left foot. The right ankle is gonna rest on the back of out those calves. I gave you no rest on purpose. For 3, 2, hold it on this last one. Hold that left heel high, stay with it. It's a static hold. You should really be burning for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch right foot down, left foot back, lift up and down. Good. Nice. Keep moving, lifting that heel up and down. You've got it. 3, 2. Last one, hold it up. Hold it here. Stay with it. Your right calf should be burning. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Good. Let's take a little stretch. Bring your right foot back and your left shin forward, and then bend into the front leg. Drop the back heel down until you get a big stretch through the back of the right calf. So if your calves are tight, that heel may be up. If you're bendy, it'll come all the way down. And then switch, right leg forward, left leg back. Dropping that left heel till you feel a stretch through the back of the left leg. Good, and then come all the way back forward. Grab your hand weight and step out to second position. So feet are wider than hip width, toes are turned out. Arm is going to come out by your side. You're going to releve down, reaching the arm up overhead, and then turn the hand palm down as you lower the arm up and down, up and down. Good. Nice. So again, if you need to drop the weight, you can. Otherwise, stay with it. Good. For 3. For 2. Last one, hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, listen carefully, 2, 1, heels high, arm doesn't move, plie. Hold it here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down, turn around, other side. Second position, arm is out, lift up and down, releve, arm goes up and down. Lift and lower, up and down. You've got it for 5, for 4, for 3, 2. Last one, hold it here, drop down. Or, excuse me, sorry, hold it up. I almost skipped one and cheated you. And then drop it down, hold it here. Good, you've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Nice, turn it around. Weight is going to be in your hand palm face up. Right elbow is glued into that right rib cage. Feet are going to be parallel. Lift the heels up, reach the arm forward and bring it back. Forward and back. 3, 2, single leg. Last one, keep going. Right ankle hooks behind the left. Just like we did facing the chair. If you really want to test that balance, try hovering the hand, bring it to the hip for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Turn around, switch. Elbows by your side. You're going to reach the left arm forward, releve, and down. Good. You've got it. I hope your legs are starting to burn. Mine definitely are. Last one. Left heel hooks behind you. Oh, we're going to pause. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, we're going to keep going. Reach that arm forward and back. I got a package. You know that's the most exciting part of the day. And I want to make sure I don't have to sign for it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, Nice. Let's take a forward fold. Weight will go down, hands onto the chair, and then walk it out. Drop the head in between the arms so you get a nice stretch through the back of the legs, through the shoulders. Hold it here, 3 deep breaths. Good, come all the way up. Turn around. We're not going to use the weight for this next one. Right hand on the hip. Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. Plie down and up. So keeping that turn down, knees going to track over the second toe. You're just doing a little plie. So make sure that the booty is going down. So I'm not putting the booty up and tilting the pelvis. My glutes are on the entire time. They are working. You should be sort of more if you're doing it correctly. For 3, 2, last one. Hold it down, arms out in front of you, little pulses up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up, relax the arms down. Good, big breath in. Let it go. Step that foot out. Nice and wide. So I want you to come into like a sumo squat position so you're wider than second. Nice and wide. Hand can be on the hips or resting one hand onto the chair. Little plies down and up. Again, hips are going straight down. Tailbone is down. Your glutes should be slightly engaged. If you need to reach back, you're alone in your house probably, you could do that. Make sure those glutes are on. And the tummy's in tight. Pull up on that pelvic floor as you stand up. Good, you've got it. For 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it down, lift the heels up and down. Little balance, little work. Legs should be burning. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, stand it all the way up. Nice, step it in. All right, go ahead and grab your hand weights, both weights this time. And then again, I'm going to move my chair off my mat to give me a little bit of room here. We're going to step out nice and wide, coming into that sumo squat position. This time as I go down, I'm going to add a bicep curl and then stand up, down, and up. Good. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last 2. Last one, same thing with the legs. We're going to go into a shoulder press. Press the arms up as you plie down and up. Good, you've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it down, little pulses. 10, 9, pulse the arms, pulse the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. Good. All right, turn to face the top of the mat. Right foot is going to come forward, and left foot is going to come back. You're going to find a lunge position. Bend deep into the front leg. You're going to hold the lunge, and again, we're just going to press the arms. So make sure that the tummy's in tight, left heel is pressing forward. If you need help with your balance, you can always do the single arm, one hand on the chair. Good, you've got it for 3, 2, and 1. Switch, left foot forward, right foot back. Bend deep into that front leg, press it up and down. Good, you got it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, stand it all the way up. Nice, go ahead and set your weights down. And we're going to use our chair to stretch. So depending on your flexibility, you may want the tall portion of the chair facing you if you're more limber. Otherwise, the lower seat of the chair. We're gonna bring our right foot up and fold forward. So again, depending on your flexibility, bring that leg up onto the chair at any portion and just fold over and drop the head down. You can also bend the standing leg if you need to, just hold it here. Good. And then switch. Right foot down, left leg up, fold over the leg. Good, one more breath. And then stand up. Grab onto the back of the right ankle, top of the foot, and then pull the heel in towards the glute. Find a quad stretch. So I'm going to use the chair to balance here. You don't have to, but don't let that knee come forward. Try to pull it back in one line. Really feeling a stretch through the quad, through the hip flexor. Hold it here, breathe. Good, and then switch. Other side, so you're holding on to the top of the left foot, front of the shin, and again, pull the knees back in one line. Stretch through the quad. Good, and release. Nice, so keeping my chair on the mat, we're gonna do some lunge work here. So using the chair for support, I'm gonna start with the toes facing forward, cores engaged nice and tight. I'm gonna step the right foot back into a big lunge, and then forward, left foot back, big lunge, and forward, good. So if you don't need the chair, hands can come to the hips, but it's nice to have that little support so you can really focus on bending and getting this leg into a 90-degree angle. And then the back leg, what happens is it wants to bend. I want you to lift that knee up and squeeze that back glute. So as I'm going back, I'm squeezing the butt cheek. Nice and tight. Good, for 4. For 3. 2 more. Last one, hold it in this last one. Now's where it gets fun. You can keep the hands onto the chair. You can bring them onto the hips. I want you to bend the back knee as low as you can and straighten that leg out. Down and up. The whole time you're squeezing that glute. So again, you can reach back and see if the buns are turned on. Last 2. Last one, switch. Bend deep into that front leg, back leg, find that lunge, drop the knee down and up. So you don't have to touch all the way down onto the ground, but I want you to do is slightly bend and squeeze. Really focus on squeezing that glute. For 3, I'm sweating, I hope you are too. 2, and 1, good, stand it up. Woo. Nice big breath in. Let it go. Grab a sip of water if you need it. I know I do. And we're going to take a pigeon stretch on the chair. So now, seat of the chair is facing towards me. I'm going to lift my right shin up and place it onto the chair. The closer the heel is in towards me, the easier this will be. I'm going to bend forward and walk the left leg back. And I'll feel a nice big stretch through the right glute. So, find your edge, find what works for you. And depending on your flexibility, you may need to bring that shin further forward and drop down. So just find what works for you, find the stretch. Good, and then we're going to switch sides, come all the way up, and then switch left shin up onto the chair, right leg back. Find the stretch, find what works for you, and hold it here and breathe. One more breath. Nice, come all the way up. All right, so we're gonna do a set of push-ups. You have the chair to support you. So the higher portion of the chair you use, the easier this will be. It looks like this. Hands are on the chair. You'll bring your body back. Think nice and flat. You're in a plank position. You're going to bend the elbows down and press up. So the chair will help you, or it will challenge you, so you can bring it facing the opposite direction. So the lower the chair is, the harder this is going to be. So find what works for you. We're going to do a set of 10. If that's not challenging enough for you, because I know there's a few of you out here, you're going to elevate the feet instead. So super advanced. You're going to bring the feet up. And now you've got a big way to go up and down. So find what works for you. We're going to do 10. Wherever you're at, I'm not counting. I'm going to count all my reps. And then whenever you're done, come all the way out. And let's stretch the arm, right arm out in front of you, pull it in. And then left arm. Good. All right, you're going to grab your band. So your band is in a circle or whatever you're using, and you're going to put it around the chair. So it's going to go around the leg of the chair for resistance, and we're going to work those inner thighs. So standing on the right foot, the band is going to go around the left ankle. Holding onto the chair for support, I'm going to bring that leg into adduction and back, in and out. So again, depending on your band, you may have to go a lot, you may barely be able to move it. Find what works, and you can play with your balance here. For 3. 2 little pulses, bring it all the way in, and then just release it an inch and bring it right back in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, switch. I'm going to put my right foot in, turn all the way around, and do another set, balancing on that left leg, cross over the body. Good, you got it. Last 2. Last one, little pulses, release an inch and bring it in, out and in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Good. Go ahead and take your band, place it to the side. And then I'm going to bring that chair so the seat is facing towards me. I'm going to come down onto my mat. So if your knees are sensitive, double up your mat here. We're going to take a shoulder stretch. So my elbows are going to come onto the chair, right at the edge, and I'm going to drop the head down and let the, my ponytail's in the way. And let the arms come back towards you. So you should feel a stretch through the front of the shoulders and the pecs. And just relax here. Should feel good after those push-ups. Good, release the arms and slowly come up. Standing in the center of the mat, you can move the chair to the side, we're done with it. Take a big wide stance, legs are nice and wide, toes are pointed forward, big inhale, reach up. Exhale, come all the way down, fold it down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, and exhale. Stay down, drop the hands, walk them back behind you, drop the head down, hold it here. Good, walk the hands back forward, bend into the right leg, let the left toes come up. Taking a side lunge, hold it here, drop the hips, deep breath. And then other side, bend into the left leg, let the right toes come up, hold it here. Come back to center, heel toe the feet together. Bending the knees if you need to. Slowly roll it up. 1 vertebrae at a time, stacking your spine nice and tall. Good work, you made it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.